Hey, how's it going? This is Chris from Chocolate Chip, and for today's adventure, I'm currently...
Continue to follow the A106.
Hey, how's it going? It's Chris from Chocolate Chip, and for today's adventure, I'm currently working my way up the Northumberland. Hey, how's it going? This is Chris from Chocolate Chip, and for today's adventure... Oh, stupid. And for today's adventure, I'm currently working my way up the Northumberland coastal route. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm going to be doing an overnight camp in Druridge Bay, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've arrived at the venue. Basically, they've just told me to sort of set up camp just basically right next to the sea dunes. So I'm just heading round now, and we'll get the tent set up and try and get a bit of a camp going on very, very soon. So guys, I'm here at Druridge Bay. I've managed to get the truck on the levelers. The lovely people who own the land have sort of said I can sort of stay down here out the way. So I'm going to get things set up. I'm going to get the tent and awning up now, get the ladder on, get my bedding in there. So I'll probably be back with you, I guess, in a few minutes. It's blue skies over there and slightly cloudy over there, but there's no rain forecast. If the rain was to sort of be forecast, or whether it looked like it was going to rain later on tonight, I would generally drop one side of the awning to let the rainwater fall off. That's what you're meant to do. So far we've been able to camp with pretty good weather, so we've not had to worry about it. But I'll keep an eye on the weather forecast later, and I can't imagine it changing. I mean, if I spin it round and look over there, it's blue skies and clouds, so I can't really imagine that it will change that much. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, awning, tent set up. I want to get the bedding in, get that sorted, and then I'll start unpacking everything else. And I think the plan is we'll get a bit of a fire going. We'll get some tea on afterwards. I've got some steak, some potatoes, so I'm going to fire roast my potatoes. I'm going to do a steak with some garlic and some butter. And I've got some veg as well, and then I've got some rice pudding for dessert. So yeah. So this thing, guys, is basically called a tire table, and essentially you'll see in a moment it attaches to the car wheel, stores really flat but makes a really, really sturdy table. So I'm going to set up the cooking station on there tonight. But yeah, really, really cool product, and I'm going to do a separate review, so there will be a separate review video of this on our YouTube channel for you to take a look at. Really good little product, about £130, so a nice, it stores away flat, which is another good thing. Obviously, like many things about camping, is that storage is key. So it stores really flat, doesn't take up much room, but a really good, strong, sturdy table. So I'm going to set that up now, and like I said, if you're interested in this, I'll put the link up so you can watch the review video of the tire table. So guys, basically what this does it hooks over the car wheel, so I've got to just get it in a position where I can put it on, and then I'll get it set up a bit further, try and not destroy my car. So let's put that on there. So that feels pretty good. There's also a little arm, that's sort of a support arm here, so to help you get the table level. There we go, and I'll level it out. Now it's a little bit loose, so I need to just loosen up these tightening knobs underneath, and then I should be able to push the back in. There we go. And if I put a bit of pressure on it and tighten it up, it should be a lot more secure. Yeah, so the tie table is really cool. Like I said, I'll talk about it a lot more in my review video, but essentially you can't put much weight on it. It's not for stepping on, it's not for sitting on, but it's a good, solid, sturdy product, and I've actually just noticed that it's actually slightly wonky, which isn't good, but I'll straighten it up now. But yeah, very good, sturdy product. I'll put the cooking station on there later and show you that. But yeah, really good product, so check out the review video for sure. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I've just come around this side for the moment, actually, before I set the bedding up, and I've got this privacy tent, which I'm going to use as the toilet tent tonight. So I'm not showering just because I'm only away for one night, but I'll set this up now, and then at least that's done, and I don't need to worry about it. So I've just got to peg this into place. I'm also trying to get in the habit of storing my bags and things close by, just because I'm not necessarily forgetful, but when you've got a lot of things, it's more that I don't want to forget something when I leave. So all the pegs come with storage bags, and I'm just trying to make sure that I put the storage bags somewhere safe. So guys, next thing I'm going to do is just try and get this windbreaker set up. I've literally just got this today, so the last few times we've done a camp, we've just found that we kind of felt like we needed one, and at the minute, because we're still in the COVID-19 epidemic, it seems that windbreakers are up there with flour and toilet roll, and I couldn't get one anywhere, so I had to sort of drive quite far today to pick one up, but I managed to get one. But I just thought it's going to make my life a bit easier when it comes to cooking and whatnot, so I thought it was a worthwhile investment. So the windbreak's up. What a faff on. I love how simple the tent is, the tent box to go up, and I love how the awning went up really quickly, but that windbreak was an absolute faff on. Probably be a lot easier with two people, maybe. But yeah, it's up, it's done. It'll give me that sort of wind cover I need when I'm making tea, and obviously having a bit of a chill later. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I'm happy with the way it looks. Let's just see how it holds up. Fingers crossed it does the trick. So before I actually sort of set up any more, I need to just go over and get some water. The fresh water is just over here. This water storage bag's pretty cool. Not that I've necessarily skipped out, because we bought the Tentbox and quite a few other things quite recently, but I'd save money somewhere, so I picked this bad boy up from I think it was like the Range. Got it from the Range, $2.99. I expected it to be disastrous. It's the first time we've used it, so we'll just see if it holds up. But that should be enough water to do me for washing up and kettle and things like that later. But I've got separate drinking water somewhere. But yeah, so far so good. It's not leaked, so yeah, I'm very, very happy. So I'm using the, I think this is called the Choc 2 cook. Yeah, I did quite a bit of research before I committed to buying a gas cooker. We've also got the option of cooking over the fire as well, but I wanted a gas cooker. I felt it was going to be better for us, obviously making brews, and there's some places where you can't always set up a fire. So yeah, so we've got this. I need to figure out, there we go, there, it's a bit stable now. Yeah, so it's got the 2-ring burner, it's got the griddle plates, which I'm gonna actually swap over now, and I'll get the gas canister out now, get that hooked up, and then yeah, steak for tea, that's the plan. So hopefully it goes to plan as well. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. So I'm using camping gas. You can get Cala, probably some other brands as well. The reason I went for the camping gas was simply just because I was buying a lot of things from go outdoors at the time, and it seemed like the easiest option. Plus we were meant to be doing a trip down into Europe this summer, but obviously with the COVID-19 that's been cancelled, but the gentleman that I spoke to said that he said camping gas was a little bit easier accessible in Europe if you needed to exchange your canisters. I don't know, he could have been lying, I'm not too sure, but he seemed nice enough, so let's just say we believe him for now. So yeah, so we went with the camping gas. The guy also recommended going for the 907 bottle. He said it was the biggest bottle, but also quite light and small, which is, again, I've said it a few times, but good for camping if things are small. So, and then for this, I purchased the quick release clips. So there we go, that's it, done. Okay. The good news is I can't feel the wind, which is awesome. Right, so I'm going to put these up in the tent and I'll be back down in a second. So, as you can see, it's plenty cosy inside the Tentbox tent. This being the Cargo specifically, I'm sure the rest of them are. But yeah, it's very cozy, very nice. So guys, what I want to do now is I've got a electric cooler in the back of the truck that was running to keep all my meat and everything cold while I was driving, but I appreciate it's probably been about an hour and a half now, maybe it's been sat there. I don't really want to leave it any longer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cooler out and plug it into my Tentbox power station. I've got a solar panel kit as well from Tentbox, so what I'm going to do is set all that up, and then I can run the cooler while it's still charging. I've got about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes worth of sun left, so I'll set all that up, set the whole kit up, and then I can run my cooler before I'm cooking. I also need to charge my Insta360 battery as well. I've just drained the battery, so I'm going to do that now, and then I think it'll be time for some food after that. So yeah, we'll do that now. Here we go. It was under my it was under the bag for the cooker, so I'll get this set up now. So let's get this out. So I've been pointing towards the sun because it's a solar panel kit at the end of the day. It needs the sun to power it, so maybe move it over here a little. Oh, there's a bit of damp and condensation on there. I probably should have aired it out last time when I got back from my last trip, my last overnight stay, my last trip. But I'll give it a bit of a wipe down. I've got a cloth. Just need to go in here and get the cables. So probably need to put this power station kit down here, but it'll be fine down there, I'm sure. So I'll just put the Tentbox power station behind the solar panel. I need to plug the solar panel in and also find the hole in the back. Now, obviously if you're watching this and you've not seen my, there it's charging. If you're watching this and you've not yet seen my review, now, if you're watching this, I am gonna do a review video of the Tentbox solar panel and the Tentbox power station kit. So yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. I'll probably, by the time this video is live, the review will be live. So I'll put a link to it in the video above. But I've had this for a few days now, and it's a really cool little bit of kit. The thing to bear in mind is that when you're running something like a cooler, the station, it will let you charge the power station while the cooler's running if you're using the cigarette lighter. So if you've got a cooler like this one, which has a 3-pin plug as well, it won't let you charge and use the 3-pin plug at the same time, but it will let you charge and use the DC sort of output. Now at the minute I'm charging these Insta360 batteries, or just one battery, sorry, and I'm running the cooler, but the cooler will drain power quicker than this can charge. So just bear that in mind when you're running something powerful like a cooler. I've got this running on economy mode, but still it does drain with something like this quicker than it will charge, so just bear that in mind. So I've just got these as well. So this is my little chair, goes into a tiny little bag like this, unfolds, not dissimilar from the table, and everything just kind of snaps into position almost like traditional tent pegs do. I think it's about 20, 25 quid maybe off Amazon. So I've got my little fire pit set up here, guys. I'm going to set this up probably just here. I'll get that going now. So I'll get this going. So I've got my kindling, I've got my fire lighters, and I've got these coffee logs, fuel recycled from coffee grounds. So we're going to try that and see what that's like. We give it a test run the other night for a little bit, and it worked really well. So I'm going to give this fire a go, getting it started. Seems to have done the trick. I'm not going to get cocky too quickly, but we have smoke, so that could be a good start. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to keep them there. So we'll leave that just to go for a minute. So fire's going quite well. Kindling seems to be taking. I've got some sort of chunkier kindling logs here that I'll put on shortly, and then I'll break open the coffee ones. Surprisingly, the coffee logs actually take really well. It's a nice idea as well. I mean, you know, recycling anyway is always a good thing, but yeah, fuel from recycled coffee logs, it says. And Shazia, my wife, she loves coffee, so she said they just smelt really nice last time as well, which was another added bonus. So yeah, cool little thing. I'm going to let this go, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep tea, and then I'm going to get the grill on, and I'll get my steak cooking. Obviously I need to let this go a little bit to get my potatoes going in the fire. So what I'm probably actually going to do is I'm going to prep my tea. I'll let this go. Once this has got a hot bed of coals, I'll get my potatoes, put them in, and then they're going to need about 20 minutes on the fire. My steak, obviously, once the plate's hot, won't take too long. So yeah, I'll actually do that last. And I've got some asparagus tips and things like that. I'm going to cook everything in garlic butter. Should be really nice. Should be nice. So I think I'm not far off. I've just put some more kindling on, get a bit more of a coal bed going, and then I'm not far off. I'll get the coffee logs on, and then I'm just trying to think what else I need to do. I'm a bit all thumbs at the moment. I might get the drone set up just so I don't need to faff on doing that later, and then I can tech that up, just hopefully get a nice sort of shot of the camp and the sunset, because the sun is sort of a golden hour now, so I might do that now while I've got sort of 5 minutes or so, and then I'm hungry now. I wasn't hungry before, and now I'm starving. So yeah, as soon as that fire is ready to put the potatoes on, we'll do that. So yeah, I'll get the drone set up, and then I'll come back, and hopefully that fire will be a bit more along. So what I'm going to do now, guys, basically I'm just going to prep some potatoes for the fire. I've just started cutting some up already. What I want to do is I want to cut them up just so they're a bit smaller. Hopefully they'll cook a little bit better, or a bit easier, should I say. Yeah. So there's the lazy garlic. Now I need the butter. Might as well use this thing since I got it. I need the knife. Okay, so I went for Lurpak spreadable butter just because I figured it'd be considerably easier than somehow managing to stop a normal pack of butter from melting. Okay, so these are my potatoes. So guys, the fire's looking good. The coffee logs have taken, which is a good start. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these potatoes in here. Shazzy's probably going to tell me that it's wrong, but well, the only way I'm going to learn is by doing it. So fingers crossed. So I'm going to set a timer for about 20 minutes. Hopefully that'll the fire won't burn out by then, God forbid. So next thing on the list is to get the Kadak stove going. So I'll give it a bit of a straight on. There we go. And I'll probably, yeah, I'll do this side as well. Now they're definitely going a lot better than they were the other day without the windbreaker, so the windbreaker is definitely making a difference. But yeah, we'll let these plates get hot and then I'll get the steak on there. And the potatoes are doing really, really well. They're still a little bit hard, so I'm going to give them a bit more time in the fire, but I can hear them crackling over there. I can hear the garlic butter and everything sort of cooking away, so we'll get the steak done and hopefully it won't be too much longer. I can't wait for tea. I mean, I've had steak and potatoes so many times, but there's something about cooking sort of out of the way and I can see the sunset, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this tea and just sitting there with my Copperberg enjoying my steak and my potatoes. Should be really nice. So yeah, so I'm going to prep this steak and then we'll get it on the grill shortly. So I'm going to get my steak on and I'm going to get my squeezy garlic on top. I can tell that this isn't level just because the butter is flowing one way and it's heading in that direction. So what I need to do is sort of get this butter over here with my asparagus tips and try and avoid it going down there. I've got the spray, I've got the fry light spray, but I really want to try and obviously avoid. Ah, there we go. It's fine. Get that on there. I can hear the potatoes rustling from here. I'm actually just going to take them off the fire a little bit and just check in on them. I don't want them to be too black. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. I've got my potatoes back. Some of them are a little bit hard, but they're pretty much there. So I'm going to start plating up. Like I say, I can feel some of these potatoes are a little bit tougher. Worst case scenario, I'll do what every British person does and cover them in tomato ketchup and pray for the best. So we'll see, but they look good. Obviously you've got your burnt bits and that, but considering they've been on the fire, they don't look too bad. So yeah, how about that? You know what it is? I'm really happy with that. Is that even showing? Let's have a look. Let's focus, 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 focus. We've got garlic butter steak, garlic butter roasted new potatoes, roasted asparagus tips, some Marmite hummus, and yeah, that looks amazing. It looks really, really good. And as someone who likes his food, I don't know, jury's out on that, we'll see. But yeah, so I was saying, as someone who likes their food, I'm really looking forward to this. And I've got my knife and fork, courtesy of Go Outdoors. So I'm going to tuck in and we'll see how this is. So guys, we're on about 10 to 9 now. I think my solar panel's going to give up any second. The sun's sort of down behind the horizon. I'm still eating my tea. The Marmite hummus is amazing. Very happy I got that. Still really happy with my potatoes and my steak. All good. I brought some sriracha mayonnaise with me and I didn't actually use any, so I might pop a little bit on there just for the crack. Obviously tomato sauce with anything works, but at the same time I really tried to not dip my steak in tomato sauce because it kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, all really good. So I'm really happy I bought the Windbreaker because the Kadak gas hob worked a lot better. Not that it didn't work last time, it just took a lot longer to cook, whereas this time it cooked really, really quickly, so I was very, very happy with that. The cooler, my Aldi Druridge cooler, seems to be holding up. This is my first, obviously, sort of camp that I'm filming, so everything just took me about 4 times as longer than I thought it would. Sort of trying to, you know, as being a photographer for a living, I used to do video and did it for a long time, and sort of fell out of love with it a little bit, but obviously our main business is photography, and obviously with the video you've got to kind of plan your shots, and I've got to make sure I set the camera up and before I do something, so everything just takes longer. And you know, I mean, I arrived here at this site at like about 5:30, and what we're on now, like 10 to 9. So I mean, I've been here for, you know, sort of a good 3.5 hours nearly, and while I managed to get my fire going again, which I'm happy with. And you know, the interesting thing is the actual tent box roof tent and the awning, like you saw, it took no time at all to set up. Obviously the Windbreaker was a little bit more faffy, but generally speaking, I'm really happy with the setup. If you're in a position probably like we've been in the past where you can't quite get away, sometimes it's nice just to sit in bed and just watch, you know, these camping videos and stuff, and it does give you the bug of, like, whether it's for traveling or whether it's for camping or whether it's for buying a roof tent. You know, we post a lot of images of our travels and of the tent box and stuff, but I think it's good for other people to see exactly how we do it. This has been a good trip for me, so I can see how much of a faff on it is to try and camp and film at the same time. But it's good. I've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me do this. I guess I just wanted to say, like, if you're at this point, you know, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Appreciate you joining me on these adventures. But it's just nice to get away. It's just nice to get away and, you know, be outside. I said in my Tentbox Cargo review video, and if you've not watched that, go and check it out, that I felt there was something missing in my life, and while I love my life and I love Shazia and I love our jobs and our business and, you know, I love our house and everything, I love the cats, it's nice just to come out every now and again and just sit and have a bit of fresh air and do this. So I've just put the festoon lights up which are running off the Tentbox sort of portable power station. I've got a bit of power left in there, so I'm just giving the lights a bit of a turn. The fire's kind of going, still smoking, so it's I think it's clear that I'm not the fire expert on YouTube, as I mentioned earlier, but I've also made the decision to give up on the. I'm not going to do the rice pudding tonight. It's a bit too late. Yeah, it's like 9:15, so I actually no. Sorry, excuse me, French. I'm going to do the rice pudding. I'm going to do that now. Alright guys, so the rice pudding's cooking. I'm going to chuck this in the bin. Move this table out of the way. Hold on. My little chair here, so I can talk to you guys. Hopefully I'm tall enough. Hang on, let's check this camera. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I'm always conscious of not being in frame. I think after being a videographer for so long, you get, you know, you obviously you take this seriously, and I think good camera work's important, making sure you can see me, so you make sure you can see the rice pudding. Yeah, it's all important. Come with me, I'll show you the sunset. Let me just detach this from the tripod. So yeah, so we're still recording. So that's the sky tonight. So it's a nice pink, beautiful sunset sky, and this is what you get. Really, really nice sunset. Like I say, I've got these sort of dunes here. My other camping option was to be sort of over here in this space, and actually in hindsight that probably would have been a better visual for you, but as you can see, there's the camp, all set up. I'll just move around so you can see it all at night. But obviously there's the truck, got the festoon lights, got the fire pit going. Yeah, really, really nice. And I'm gonna have to go and check on my rice pudding, because the last thing I want is to burn my rice pudding. Perfect. So yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy my rice pudding, and then I'm gonna bring the fire over here probably and put it a bit closer, and I might just have a nice chill with my copper. I've still got some Copperberg left, so I might have a bit more of a chill. I've got a fly zapper as well. It's not, doesn't seem too bad at the minute, but they might come out, so I might just set the fly zapper up as well, just in case. Probably gonna ring Shazia, and because I've not really spoke to her all afternoon. She rang me earlier and I was like, I'm too busy, I'll call you back, and I never did. And then my dad phoned me, I was like, Dad, I'm busy, I'll call you back. Yeah, I'll finish my rice pudding, and I'll come back on shortly. So, I think that's pretty much it, me ready for bed. I've just had a chat with Shazia, and then I've put the fire out, turned the festoons off. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna get myself up, go to bed, and I'll be up bright and early in the morning. This is the inside of the Tentbox Cargo. There's not a huge amount of footage, photographs of the inside of a Tentbox Cargo. I appreciate a lot of people are dying to see something, so I'll give you a quick tour as best I can. So this is the netting with the fairy lights in, which does look quite cool. I've got a nice little light up there, which is the one that comes with the Tentbox Cargo. That's that little extra light that they give you. And then you've got a couple of sort of pockets over in the corner. just for storage. But the main thing is it's just nice and cozy in here, and like I said, it's quite misty outside, but it's really warm. It's quite warm in here, and I don't have the hot water bottle in or anything like that tonight. It's just nice and toasty, which is fab. So I'm going to get myself to sleep, and I'll report back in the morning. Hey guys, so it's basically about just before 5 AM. Ever since I put the camera down, probably about 5 hours ago, 5.5 hours ago, it's just been a constant barrage of high wind. I wouldn't say it came out of nowhere. Obviously it was quite misty, and it was blowing quite misty when I went to bed, but there was a warning for sort of yellow warning for winds, and it seems like it's come now. So all night it's just been boom boom, and the tent's been shaking, and I've not really slept. So I think what I'm going to do is I can either sort of sit here and wait just for sort of my alarm to go off in another few hours, or it's a little bit light outside, I can get myself up, just pack up and head home. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Bit of a shame really, because there was some things I wanted to do tomorrow morning. I did want to go down to the beach, but I've just popped my head outside and you can't see anything. It's just completely misted over and quite foggy, so there wouldn't really be much point in hanging around for that. I think if I wasn't going home anyway, then I wouldn't pack up, but since I'm going to be setting off home in a few hours, I think I might just pack down and you know, still remember having just a really nice night last night. You know, a nice meal, nice chill, nice sunset, and yeah, hopefully a bit of better luck on the next adventure. But I appreciate you all tuning in and watching this video, and I'll have more to come. So that's it from me, guys. So if you made it to the end, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, show the love, hit subscribe, and remember to like this video. Any comments, put them below. I want to eat my Oreo minis and finish my drive home, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks, guys.